Good evening, Crabs fans around the world and around the block, listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. Crabs baseball is on the air. Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner. We're thrilled to bring you all the Rock'em Sock'em baseball action as an inter-county rivalry. The Crabs versus the Humboldt Eagles takes place tonight, Wednesday night at the ballpark. A packed crowd because of that, and should be a fun ball game. The Eagles are always a tough challenge for the Crabs. The Eagles a couple years ago almost beat us, I think, or did beat us.
Yeah, well, they almost beat us. I think that game went 15 innings.
That's right.
Something.
That's right. That was 2 years ago.
If you remember that, the Crabs barely, eked out that win.
Like a pop fly in the.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. That's one of the craziest games I've ever seen. But yeah, the Eagles are always a good collection of talent from around Humboldt County, and a lot of guys on this lineup that you might see as a Crab.
Yeah, that's what's cool about it.
Next few years.
Yeah.
So, and they're always a good test for the Crabs. I think the Novato Knicks,
they were not much of a
pitching
test.
was not very good. So, kind of hard to say, where the Crabs are at. But this might be a little more of a test to see where the Crabs are at in terms of what kind of team we have. So, looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, this is essentially the local all-stars. Right?
Yeah,
it's a high school all-stars.
So this is a 19U team. So it's a lot of high school kids and kids, early college. So, freshman, sophomore year of college. So
excellent. All right, why don't we give you the starting lineup, sponsored by North Coast Audiology, North Coast Co-op, U.S. Bank and Arcata, and Compass Community Credit Union.
Good job, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Lineup for the Eagles, leading off for them will be the center fielder, Garrett Levitt. Batting second will be the catcher, Michael Manzi. Batting third will be the third baseman, Ryder Mitchell. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, Pat Wilson. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, Tate Sasso, younger brother of Cameron Sasso. Batting sixth will be the right fielder, Alex Jimenez. Batting seventh will be the left fielder, Rhythm Green. Batting eighth will be the second baseman, Parker Pryor. And batting ninth will be the designated hitter, Joe Tano.
All right, we're ready for the first pitch, so I'll give you the Crabs lineup when they come to bat. There's a one-hopper out to short, bobbled by Shabry. He picks it up, throws just in time to get the runner one away. So Levitt, first pitch swing, grounds out to short. For the Crabs, on the mound, it's Miles Oliver, one of the returning players from last year. And Cavanasaurus is catching, Jamie Mullen at first. Prodman at second, Jaden Shabry at short, Nico Taylor at third, Daniel Osborne in left, Damian Casas in center, and Kyron Humphreys is in right field. One out. Here's Michael Manzi.
Yeah, Miles Oliver was a good Crab last season.
Yes, he was. Left-handed pitcher. He throws pitch outside for ball one. Wind blowing gently out towards center field. It was sunny all day until around 4 o'clock, and then the fog rolled in.
That's right. When I got here to the ballpark around 3, not a cloud in the sky. And then, as is typical during the summer, the marine layer just rolls in.
It rolls right in. Yep.
Sits over the ballpark.
1-1 the count. Still a lovely evening. Here's the pitch. And he pops that out of play. So full crowd tonight because folks hear a lot of the families of the Humboldt Eagles players in the house tonight.
Yeah, that's what's cool about this Crabs-Eagles game. Get a lot of families here, very proud to see their kids, playing against the Crabs. A lot of these kids have grown up watching the Crabs. Now they're facing them. So
must be thrilling for them.
Yeah.
1-2 the count.
Cameron Sasso, former Crab, he is an assistant coach for the Humboldt Eagles.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Nice.
he was throwing BP to the guys earlier today.
Cool.
Of course, as I mentioned, his younger brother is in the lineup.
The 1-2, and Manzi takes outside. This is the only midweek game this week. Starting next week, though, we'll have many more midweek games, Tuesdays and Thursdays, a lot.
Yeah, yesterday was the last Tuesday off day of the season until the season's over.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. 2 away. Here's Ryder Mitchell, the third baseman. Oliver, long look in. Now he rocks and deals, and it's fouled out of play. The 0-1 breaking pitch misses outside 1-1. I think it may be drive like a moron day in Arcata today. I was driving to the ballpark.
Did the police car remind
and I nearly got hit by a guy going. He wanted to pass somebody over by on H Street, and so he just came head on at me. 1-1 pitch, fastball outside, just misses outside. Or just caught it outside. He just missed me. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, he just missed me.
I swear that wasn't me, Benjamin.
He just missed hitting me head on. And then at the very next stop play, I was going to Wildberries. At the next stop sign, a person literally just blew off the sign and waved at me as she went by. Next pitch is fouled out of play, 1-2. You know how people do that? They just roll through the stop and wave. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and violate the law here. So you know.
It's just a suggestion. Sometimes
it's just like, really.
Yeah, I mean, those days happen here.
1-2 the count. I'm just glad to arrive safely.
Yeah, we're glad you
foul in the air, shallow right field. Coming in is Humphreys. He won't have a play. That's a base hit for Ryder Mitchell. I mean, who's in that much of a hurry that they literally go into the opposing lane?
A lot of people, Benjamin. Driving around Humboldt County.
I know. There's accidents everywhere. Yeah. No. Yep. In fact, I saw another accident earlier today in Eureka.
Happens a little too much.
Yeah. In fact, the last 2 days I've seen accidents in Eureka.
Yeah, saw them on the news.
Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's Wilson. Fastball taken for a strike right knee high over the heart of the plate.
Well, we hope if you're listening to us driving around Humboldt County, you're being safe. Stopping at stop signs and all that.
Make sure everybody gets where they're going. The 0-1. This is outside, 1-1.
It's a good message. Good PSA.
Fastball in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 1-2 now on Wilson. Mitchell over at first, 2 outs, just getting started. Throw to first. Runner's back. That was not really a pickoff move.
I can't believe it, Benjamin. The San Francisco Giants won a baseball game today.
Did they win?
Yeah, 1-0.
So is it a doubleheader or something?
No.
Okay. So
it was an earlier start because they're in Milwaukee.
Okay. The 1-2 misses down low. 2-2. So what's on now? What are we watching?
Well, that's
that's the
post-game.
replay?
I got to put the NBA Finals on. So that's going on right now.
2-2 the count. And the pitch. That's hit in the air to center field and deep towards the gap. That's trouble. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Coming around third, Mitchell will score easily. That's a stand-up double for Pat Wilson. He tagged that pitch. And the All-Stars have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, well, what were we saying, Benjamin? I mean, this team is no pushover. We're going to play the Crabs hard. Good kids on this team.
I still think people have a lot of nerve cheering. Right in front of my booth.
Weren't we just talking about, how great it is, the families are here?
Yeah, but I was just talking. I didn't mean it. Here's the pitch.
That's fair.
Sasso. He takes a strike on the outside corner. I mean, I didn't mean. I mean, it's fine they're here, but
yeah, not right in front of our booth.
Not right in front of the booth. Come on. That's just rude.
Show some respect.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball. Good pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Sasso. He had Wilson in a 2-strike hole, but Wilson tagged one into left center field to drive in the first run of the game. The 1-2 to Sasso, breaking pitch, and he just got a piece of it and taps it foul. Good job to stay in there on that pitch. So still the count is 1-2. Wilson out at second. The 1-2 misses low with a fastball. Two and two the count. Oliver looks out at second and deals. A roller out towards first should end the inning. Mullen has it. He takes it to the bag himself, and that does end the inning. But the Eagles get a run on a hit on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left at the end of half an inning. They lead 1-0. This is exciting. Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM. We are back. So the lineup for the Crabs this afternoon is Colton Boardman leading off at second base. Jaden Shabrey at shortstop bats second. Jamie Mullen at first base bats third. Adam Menyard will be the DH and bat cleanup. Kyron Humphreys in right field bats fifth. Damian Casas in center field bats sixth. Cavanosaurus does the catching. He's batting seventh. Daniel Osborne batting eighth is in left field. And Nico Taylor at third base bats ninth. On the mound for the Eagles is Lyle McKinnon. Their uniforms look suspiciously like the Crabs, although they're in their bright blue jerseys and the Crabs are in dark blue. It's McKinnon on the mound. Michael Manzi is the catcher. Pat Wilson at first. Parker Pryor at second base. Tate Sasso at short. Ryder Mitchell at third. Rhythm Green in left. Garrett Levitt in center. Alex Jimenez in right field. So here's Boardman to lead it off. Boardman off to a good start for the Crabs.
Yeah, he is 2 for 8 to start the season.
Oh, I thought he had more hits than that. He had that one big night, Friday night, I think.
3 RBIs.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. And he out of play.
Three for 3 on the season so far in stolen bases. So if he gets on, he's going to run, as we saw, I believe it was opening night.
They're going to be aggressive, this Crabs. They always are. Here's a pitch, and that's a fastball taken high. One. Has a strike on the inside corner. Good fastball from McKinnon. 1-2 now to Boardman. In the air to center field. Levitt, pretty much in his tracks, has it for the first out. Here's Shabrey. Is it Shabrey?
think it's Shabry.
Shabry, okay.
He is 4 for 7 to start the season.
Yeah, he's had a good start.
It's off to a great start. Also, like Boardman, 3 for 3 stolen bases so far.
So 1 away. McKinnon winds and comes home. Fastball in the outside corner. Good pitch. 0-1. One fouled against the screen, and McKinnon is ahead 0-2. Two pitch. Inside. The 1-2 grounded out to second, and there are 2 away. That brings Jamie Mullen to the bat.
Mullen so far 2 for 9 to start the season. Two of those hits, both doubles. 3 RBIs.
Number 20 from Sacramento State, Jamie Mullen.
That pitch hits him on the back. It's not a fastball, and it was clearly not intentional. So Mullen will head down to first to bring Adam Enyard up.
Enyard so far to start out 2026, 2 for 9 with an RBI and a walk so far.
So Mullen over at first, short lead. McKinnon deals. Strike on the knees and at the knees on the outside corner. The 0-1 in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. McKinnon has great location so far. A lot of pitches right on the black. I'll look over at first from the belt. He kicks and deals. Swung on and missed, got him, inning over. For the Crabs, no runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left at the end of 1 inning. It's 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark, top of the second inning. Eagles leading 1-0. Sasso, Jimenez, and Green to bat.
I have Jimenez leading off. It looks like he is.
Oh, how did Sasso end the inning? Oh, he grounded out to second, I think, didn't he?
I believe you're right.
Yeah. All right, so it's Jimenez, Green, and Pryor to bat then. And the first pitch to Jimenez is a strike on the outside corner. Two pitchers that work very quickly.
We like that.
Pleased to see that. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. I don't like the clock, but I will say that if pitchers, worked more quickly, it wouldn't have come up.
Yeah. Well, after this past series.
1-1 pitch. Yeah, those games were long games. There's a line drive into center field. That is going to be dropped. It's going to drop. A diving attempt by Casas, but it kicked off his heel. So a single for Jimenez. Third hit of the game for the Eagles. And with nobody out and runner at first, here's Rhythm Green, the left fielder.
This guy definitely makes the all-name team.
Rhythm Green. Rhythm's a good name.
Yeah.
It's funny, too, because, lots of people are named Harmony and lots of people are named Melody.
I've never seen a Rhythm
But
until
I've never seen
today.
anybody named Rhythm or Timbre, which is probably not as pretty. But he bunts out towards third. Bare hand by Oliver. Throw to first. He gets the out there, so the sacrifice is successful.
Correction, that was Rhythm Green.
One away. Runner at second now.
Now batting number 2, Parker Pryor.
And here's Parker Pryor. And a pitch. Grounded out to short. Shabry has it. Throw to first. 2 away. And here's Joe Tano, the DH. So with 2 outs, Jimenez still out at second. And the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. The 0-1. This is low. One rides high with a fastball. 2-1 now to Tano. And a 2-1. Hammered down the left field line. That's going to go on one hop up against the wall. A run's going to score to make it 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. The throw coming in the second is not going to be in time. And back to the top of the order.
Now batting at the top of the order for the Eagles, number 18, Garrett Levitt.
So here's Levitt. He grounded to short his first at bat. 2-0 Eagles. Runner out at second. 2 outs. They've hit some balls hard off Miles Oliver. There's a ball cued out towards third base, but foul.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good collection of talent.
Some solid contact for sure.
These kids are good.
Some balls that have been smacked. Tano takes his lead out at second. Look out there, and now Oliver delivers, and that's foul tipped up against the backstop.
The Eagles' head coach this season is Scott St. John, who I believe was the head coach or a coach for the B-52s. Which unfortunately folded after COVID.
It is unfortunate. I'm sad to see the B-52s gone.
Yeah, me too.
I really miss them. I enjoyed in life more than beating the B-52s.
And the Reading Colt 45s.
And the Colt 45s. We just don't have any good rivals now. Ball's fouled out of play.
I disagree with that, Benjamin. I think we have a pretty good rivalry with the Prune Packers now.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that they usually win.
It's been a bit one-sided, although we did beat them a couple of times last season, I believe.
But it's more fun when.
And we beat them in Game 1 of the championship series. So
yes,
I think
we did.
Rivalry's budding there.
The 0-2 misses down low, 1 and 2. But until we actually win a championship, probably.
Yes. No, you're right.
It's kind of like the Dodgers-Yankees.
It's a rivalry with Healdsburg that's starting to develop.
Yes.
It's getting there.
But, with Reading, we beat them regularly and badly. And that was fun.
Yeah, I missed that.
The 1-2, tapped over the mound. Oliver reached for it, tips off his glove. Throw to first is not in time. That's an infield hit for Levitt. And it puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. Oliver tried to get it, but it just leapt too high, just tipped right off the top of his glove. And actually, that probably slowed it down enough to prevent Shabry from making the play.
Yeah, and if you're out there on the mound, I mean, that's just instinct. You're not going to.
Oh yeah, it was nothing.
You're not going to stop your body from doing that.
No,
so I mean,
not
a whole lot you can do about that.
So first and third now with 2 outs. Here's Monzi. He struck out his first at bat.
But about the Colt 45s, the reason we don't play them anymore is that they don't travel. They play all home games. So
here's the pitch. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Well, I'd be happy to travel there to beat them. I mean,
me too.
They're here, whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if they need to be able to come here in order for us to go there.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2.
I do miss that rivalry with the Colt 45s and obviously the B-52. B-52s is really fun because it's like the Eagles where you had a lot of families, a lot of local kids on that team.
Well, a lot of B-52s were former Crabs.
Yep.
Swung on and missed strike 3. The runner was going, but to no avail. That ends the inning. But the Eagles get another run on 3 hits. There were 2 left, and at the end of an inning and a half, they lead 2-0. This is exciting Crafts baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, we are back. Thanks to North Coast Co-op, Humboldt's locally owned grocery co-op since 1973. Also, North Coast Mercantile, your local beverage distributor. Bear River Casino Resort, the best bet on the North Coast. Crestmark Millworks, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces. Cypress Grove Cheese, nothing like that. Humboldt Fog Feeling, world-class cheese from right here in Humboldt County. And North Bay Automotive, your trusted automotive repair shop in Arcata since 2013.
Get your Cypress Grove cheese at the North Coast Co-op.
That's right. And then bring some here.
Exactly. We would love some.
For us.
We miss those cheese platters.
Some fog and some of that lemon.
Oh,
I like that lemony one.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
And the honey one.
I love all of them.
They're all really good. Yeah, it's really hard to choose.
Number 8, this is Kyron Murphy.
So Kyron Humphreys leads it off for the Crabs, trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Against Lyle McKinnon. Fastball away, 1-0.
Kyron Humphreys, 2 for 8. Start the season, 1 RBI, couple of walks.
Here's the 1-0. There's really a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-1. He's got a cool bat. I like that bat.
He does. I like Enyard's bat too, the blue bat that he has.
I like that orange and black. It's cool. The 1-1 fouled out of play.
Wonder if he's a Giants fan with bat colors there.
I noticed I don't see too many people wearing Giants caps around here anymore. I see more A's caps now.
You know,
we're all kind of embarrassed.
The Giants do have the worst record in major leagues right now. Things are not great.
The 1-2. Ground ball at the second. Takes a nice hop. 1 away. That was hit pretty hard. Good job by Pryor to stay with it as it kind of took a bad hop.
Although with the Giants win, we might be tied with the Rockies or just above the Rockies. Not much better.
Oof, boy. And they immediately, after beating the Rockies 19-2, turned around and lost 16-2.
16-2.
I mean,
poor Buddy Kennedy having to go in as a position player. He just got called up and then getting shelled.
Here's Damian Casas. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. I mean, it's almost like they just can't bear to not be bad.
Yeah, it's just things aren't going well.
The 1-0. Breaking pitch away, 2-0. I think what everybody's curious about now is who's leaving.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a
think Ray's gone.
Fire sale come trade deadline time.
2-0.
July.
Misses away, and the count goes 3-0 now to Casas. I'm sure Reyes is gone.
Yeah.
Reyes is gone. 3-0 pitch. And he missed low. So Casas aboard. I don't know where they'd send Chapman. He's not really. He's a great defensive third baseman, but
yeah, he's just not hitting consistently.
At third base, he really is a power position.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of people on this Giants roster I'm particularly attached to. So
no, and the thing is,
whatever needs to happen.
I mean, the worst part is it's not like they're not going to get a whole lot of talent for any of it.
Yeah,
which is the sad part.
Just start over.
Here's Soros. Rebuild, yeah. And he takes a fastball low.
I feel bad for Tony Vitello, though. I mean,
I know.
He's at the University of Tennessee. He was the man. He was getting paid a lot of money. He's doing really well. And then now he's in this situation.
The 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. 1-2 now. 1-1 now to Soros. It's too bad. He said some unfortunate things early before the season started that kind of turned a lot of people against him. I didn't think what he said was that.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of an unconventional.
I just think he's not used to being
person.
He's not used to dealing with the press.
Yeah.
And so the 1-1 misses away 2-1, and so he was honest.
Yeah, I think you do deal with the press as a Division I college manager, but it's not the same kind of press that you deal with
that you get.
Major League Baseball. Yeah, it's been a learning experience for him. It's been a tough transition.
The 2-1. This is down low.
And I really think the majority of it is not his fault. He's not blameless.
He's not blameless.
Don't get me wrong.
But they still have to go out and perform. I mean.
Yeah, and I think I love Buster Posey, but there's some of the blame lies on him and ownership and.
Oh, Buster was a great catcher. That doesn't mean he's a great GM.
Yeah, exactly.
3-1. Hit into the right center field. That's going to drop. Casas will head to third, and that's going to put runners on the corners for the Crabs with 1 out. Soros didn't hit it hard, just hard enough to get it into shallow right center field. And so here's Osborne. Crabs trail by 2. They're threatening here in the bottom of the second, though.
Osborne is 2 for 10, 4 RBIs, 3 walks. Great start to the season for Daniel Osborne.
Big opportunity here. McKinnon sets, comes home with a fastball away. Wind blowing fairly briskly out on the field. I can see their shirts rippling a little bit.
Yeah,
the flag in center, and
blowing out.
It's blowing out towards center. The 1-0 hits him. That's going to load the bases. Second hit batter by McKinnon.
Now batting for the Crabs from the University of California, number 6, Nico Taylor.
Here's Taylor. Bases loaded for the Crabs, only 1 out.
And fans, for the first time tonight, your bases.
Now, here comes the manager out to the mound. Who is the manager of the?
Scott St. John.
Scott St. John out to the mound to have a word.
The former coach of the Humboldt Eagles is now on the Crabs coaching staff, Tommy Gale.
Right. It is a small baseball community here in Humboldt.
It is.
It's a small community, period, but it's a small baseball community.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Bases are loaded for Taylor. 1 out. McKinnon in some trouble. Long look in, now he sets. And steps off. And now the batter calls time. All right, I think everybody's ready to go now. The pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Big cut. Had a fastball at the knees. The 0-1. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch, 0-2. A look out at second. McKinnon kicks and deals. Cued out in front of the plate. That's a foul ball. That would have been an interesting play. Casas was right on top of home plate by the time that Manzi got hold of the ball. I think he would have scored. So the count is still 0-2. Casas at third, Soros at second, Osborne at first. And the pitch. Foul tipped. Oh, Manzi couldn't hang on. That's a break for the Crabs and Taylor. Oh, and to the count. Here comes the pitch. Tapped foul again. The 0-2. Out of play. Oh, tenacious at bat by Nico Taylor. But not able to make solid contact so far. So we'll do it again. From the belt. Here's the pitch. Grounded out to short. He kicks it, and he's not going to have a play. Crabs score the run on the error by Tate Sasso. Sasso just never was in control of the ball. So everybody's safe. He tried to tag second. But as I said, he did not have control of the ball when he did so, and so Osborne is safe, and that leaves the bases loaded with a run in. Back to the top of the order. Here's Boardman. He flied to center his first at bat, so now a big opportunity for the Crabs with only one out, and the base is still loaded. And the pitch. Lined in the center field. That's going to be caught. It will plate the run to tie the ball game. And there are two-way. So sacrifice fly for Boardman. He does his job. Soros in the score. Osborne stays at second, Taylor at first, and here's Jaden Shabry. Shabry grounded to second his first at bat. Tied at 2 here in the bottom of the second inning. A look out at second, and he throws back there. They've got him picked off. The throw down the third, not in time. Good job by Osborne to just take off. Once he realized he wasn't going to be able to make it back to second, he just dashed for third, and the throw to second was wide. By the time Pryor, or Sasso, I guess, by the time Sasso was able to get hold of it, he had to spin and throw, and that gave Osborne time to get to third. Here's the pitch. Runner goes from first. The pitch is hit high in the air to center field, and it's going to be caught for out number 3. But the Crabs get a couple of runs on one hit. There was one error and 2 left, and at the end of 2, we're tied at 2. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We're back. Top of the third inning. It'll be the heart of the order for the Eagles. Ryder Mitchell, Pat Wilson, and Tate Sasso. With the score tied at 2. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Crabs. Miles Oliver back out to the mound. Here we go.
Number 19, Ryder
Mitchell leading off. He singled his first at bat. And the pitch from Oliver is hit in the air to left center field towards the gap. And on the run and making the catch in left center field is Casas for out number 1. That brings Pat Wilson to the plate. Wilson doubled his first at bat, drove in the first run of the game for the Eagles.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 12, Pat Wilson.
And the pitch fouled away.
That foul ball was sponsored by Wild Red.
The 0-1. This is high. Oh, that pitch hits him. So Wilson will go down to first with 1 out.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 1, Tate Sasso.
Sasso grounded to second his first at bat. Throw to first and it gets away, but no advance by Wilson because he got tangled up with Mullen over there. Lights are on at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. This is low and outside. Another throw to first, the runner's back. And there's a pitch that breaks outside again, 2-0 the count. The 2-0. This is low and away, 3-0. Toss over to first. The left side of the field is now in sunlight as the sun sets in the west, so tough sky for Nico Taylor over there at third. Sun is shining right in his eyes. Same with Daniel Osborne out in left. There's a pitch, is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1 now. Happens a lot here. We'll have an overcast sky, but it'll be clear on the coast, so when the sun sets, the sun shines right in through the break in the clouds, thereby illuminating the field. Here's the pitch, out of play. Full count now to Sasso with Wilson over at first. The pitch. Swung on and missed, got him. They throw behind the runner, and he just does get back. 2 away. That's the third strikeout for Oliver. And here's Alex Jimenez. Singled in his first at bat.
Alex Jimenez.
And the pitch, low and outside. And here comes
At Tomlin.
Tomlin out to the mound. I don't know if he saw something or what, but he's headed out to the mound.
Be sure to tip the 50-50 girl, Miss Trinity. Easy to spot. She's wearing It's My Birthday sash. And also to Mulberg, Patience Small Child.
While we have a moment, take you through some scores from around the Pacific Empire League, all non-league scores tonight. Bottom of the 4th inning in Lincoln, the Potters lead the Concord Zephyrs by a score of 1-0 down at McBean Stadium in Lincoln. That's the only score we have.
The Zephyrs. That's a cool name. They're not playing here, though, are they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Have they played last? Did they play here last year?
I don't think we've ever
I
seen
don't think
them.
we've seen
That's
them.
not a familiar name to me.
The 1-0 is low. 2-0 now.
Do have a few
Jimenez.
new teams this season. The
Stonecutters.
Rockland Stonecutters are coming up pretty soon.
Rockland Stonecutters. The South Bay Storm coming in this weekend. The ball is bounced up there, so 3-0 now on Jimenez. He went 3-0 on Sasto and ended up striking him out. So
Prune Packers are taking on the Stockton Pearl. That game just getting started. We'll see the Pearl later on, I believe. The West Coast Kings taking on the Chico Lone Wolves.
3-0 right down the middle. 3-1.
Also, we will see the Chico Lone Wolves later on in the schedule as well.
We discussed the problem with that extensively.
Saw them last year.
3-1, walks him. So first and second now with 2 away. And here's Rhythm Green, sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. Yeah, the South Bay Storm coming in this weekend. We'll see. Are they a storm or are they just a drizzle? Here's the pitch. Down low.
Speaking of that, I was looking at my weather app today, and there's a little bit of a threat of rain early next week.
Is it really?
Saw that it's supposed to rain Monday,
Oh, boy.
but good thing that's an off day.
1-0 in the air to shallow center field. Out to get it, actually right behind second base, is Shabry, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left at the end of 2.5. We are tied at 2. This is exciting Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Mullen, Enyart, and Humphreys to bat for the Crabs, tied at 2. This game rolling right along.
So I was talking about the weather as we were going to break. So early next week, it's supposed to rain on Monday, I think throughout the day. And then Tuesday, we do have a game next Tuesday. There's supposed to be showers in the morning and then cloudy in the afternoon. So as long as it stays that way, just showers in the morning, then we should be fine.
Should be fine.
But it might be some wet bleachers if you come to the game on Tuesday. But this weekend, it's supposed to be perfectly sunny.
Here's Mullen to lead it off, hit by a pitch his first appearance. And the pitch from McKinnon is in the dirt and outside. 1-0 pitch. A high in the air foul, first base side. Wilson over to get it. He's got it for out number 1. Here's Enyart, struck out his first at bat.
Number 16 designated hitter Adam Enyart.
And a pitch. Rides high with the fastball. That is a cool bat, that turquoise and black bat
Yeah.
that Enyart has.
Yeah, him and Kyron have some cool bats.
The 1-0. Ooh, breaking pitch. Wow, just missed inside, I guess. That was close. 2-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, tied at 2. The 2-0. That's popped in there on the right side. And it'll be again, this time in fair territory. Wilson with the catch for 2 away. And that brings Kyron Humphreys to the bat. Humphreys grounded to second his first at bat.
Approaching the plate for the crowd is number 8, Kyron Humphreys.
And Humphreys fouls it up against the screen. Feels kind of wet in the air right now, even. I mean, the breeze coming in feels damp.
Yeah, pretty typical of a summer night here. We'll get plenty of nights where it's very overcast and misty.
The 0-1 fouled away, and McKinnon's ahead 0-2.
Several nights usually where I have my windshield wipers on when I'm driving home. 'Cause
Because of the miss, yeah.
really misty late at night.
The 0-2. Fouled away again.
I mean, really, if we wanted to have crab season, during the time of the year where the weather is the absolute best, we
We'd
would
start
have
in
it-
August.
Yeah, start in August and go August to October.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when the weather is beautiful here.
0-2. And he bounces that one up there. One-two pitch. That's popped in the air, foul territory, third base side, and it will be, oh, almost caught by Mitchell. He just couldn't hang on. Long run, otherwise
Yeah, that was really tough.
I would consider calling it an error, but it was a long run, and it
Yeah,
came back in over the field at the last second there.
that was a tough play. I don't know
So-
if I'd give that as an error.
Nah. Count remains 1-2 to Humphreys. Called strike 3 at the knees. Humphreys didn't like the call, but he's gone. That ends the inning for the Crabs as they go in order. We're tied at 2. Stay tuned. Liam will be along to bring you the middle innings. This is Exciting Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, we're back. Top of the 4th inning. For the Eagles, it'll be Pryor, Tano, and Levitt. And here's Liam.
Thank you, Benjamin. Tied at 2 here in the top of the 4th inning between the Humboldt Eagles and the Humboldt Crabs. Miles Oliver out for his 4th inning of work. Crabgrass Band doing their thing here on this Wednesday night. Well, just about ready to go.
Now on the mound for the Crabs, number 1, Jackson Kelly.
Oh, never mind. It's Jackson Kelly on the mound.
So
Eagles, number 2, Parker Pryor.
Kelly in for Oliver. Huh?
And he will face Parker Pryor. Hopefully, Miles Oliver didn't have an injury. It swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah,
I know that Matt
you're
Tomlin
right to wonder
came
about
out.
it because Tomlin came out.
And so hopefully that was just a pitching change for tactical reasons, though one is outside 1-1.
He may have just come out to tell him that was his last batter or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's hope that's all it was.
Jackson Kelly, local kid on this team, McKinleyville High School, the 1-1. There for a called strike 1 and 2. One, two, who swung on and missed. Badly fooled at a pitch, low and outside. One away.
That was not a pretty swing.
No, not at all. Just totally broke him down. I'll bring in Joe Tano. And by the way, the first pitching change of the game for the Crabs, sponsored by the North Coast Co-op. Tano steps in, takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Pitch outside, 2-0. A high chopper to left side of the infield, deep in the hole. The shortstop gets it. A long throw to first, not in time. It's going to be an infield single for Tano. And Jaden Chopper really did not have much of a chance. High chopper deep in the hole at short. That's going to bring in the top of the order and Garrett Levitt. Lefty-lefty matchup. And it's fouled off the plate, 0-1. NBA Finals going on right now if you're interested in basketball. The Knicks are up over the Spurs 94-93 with 3 minutes left to go. Close game down in San Antonio. It's over to first. Back standing is Tano. And if you're into hockey, the Vegas Golden Knights took game 1 of the Stanley Cup final last night. If you're a Sharks fan like I am, not very happy about that. Definitely want Vegas to lose. The 0-1 way outside. 1-1. Carolina kind of choked there at the end. Hopefully they can get back at it game 2. That's tomorrow. I'll be in front of the TV for that one. Off day here at the ballpark. 1-1. And a ground ball off the mound, right to the shortstop. Shabri steps on the bag at second, on to first. Double play. made that look easy. And that's going to do it for the Eagles here in the top of the fourth. They fail to score. It's 2-2. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the Blue Lake Casino broadcast booth here at the Arcata Ballpark. Crabs baseball all season long here on ESPN Radio, brought to you by Blue Lake Casino. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-2 between the Crabs and the Eagles. Due up against Lyle McKinnon will be Damian Casas, Cavanasaurus, and Daniel Osborne. Take you through some scores from around Major League Baseball while we have a moment. Of course, I mentioned earlier that the Giants beat the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 1-0 in Milwaukee after 2 losses to start that series for the Giants. And then, Benjamin, your West Sacramento A's, they are up 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th over the Cubs, but the Cubs have a runner at 3rd and 1 out. So
Only won last night.
We'll see how that ends up.
Beat the Cubs 2-1 last night.
A's certainly doing a lot more winning than the Giants. I mean, pretty much everyone.
Well, I was going to say, that's not saying
everyone's
much.
doing a lot more winning than the Giants right now. Damian Casas steps in. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. And it's a high drive out to center field. Center fielder going back, looking up. It's off the fence. Casas, he is not stopping at second. He is going for third, and he's going to dive into third with the leadoff triple. Man, the sound that made off the bat, I thought that had a chance of going out.
Well, he was the one who hit it on Sunday, right?
Yeah, he did. First
so
home
he
run
has
of the
the
season.
first home run and the first triple now of the season for the Crabs.
Well, a star.
And if he'd pulled that one a little bit, it would have been gone.
Yeah, star offensively so far for the Crabs, Damian Casas. And the center fielder, Garrett Levitt, hit the fence pretty hard, but seems to be relatively okay. Sure that didn't feel good.
You know, they just torture me with these 50-50 tickets.
The 50-50 saga for Benjamin Schaefer continues.
I'm not buying any more this year. That's it. I'm done.
That's it, really?
Yep.
Cavanasaurus steps in. Pitches outside 1-0. Well, the next one you would have won.
That's true, huh? Maybe I should get one.
Yep.
They're just down there waving them around. You know,
when you stop gambling, the next time is
can't win if you don't play.
It's when you would have won it. Called strike 1-1. Field in all the way around for the Eagles. 1-1, ground ball right to the third baseman. Looks the runner back on to first, one away. So an unproductive out for Cavanasaurus.
Yeah, that worked well for the Eagles there. Right at
Ryder Mitchell.
Ryder Mitchell.
This runner at third, 1 out. That'll bring in Daniel Osborne.
Hit by a pitch his first appearance.
Osborne already has 4 RBIs this season. That's tied for the team lead, so looking at on here. This is outside 1-0. In there for a called strike. 1-1. Bit off the plate outside, but it is Zach Norton behind home plate after all, so it's a normal strike call for him. The 1-1's a fly ball out to center field. Center fielder going back and makes the catch. Tagging up from third and coming in to score to take the lead is Damian Casas. And the Crabs lead at 3-2. Base is empty now with 2 outs. I'll bring in Nico Taylor, but now Scott St. John going out to talk to his pitcher, Lyle McKinnon. And looks like he's taking the baseball from him.
Nope, that's going to be it, huh?
And that's going to be it. So as Lyle McKinnon shakes the hands of his teammates and walks off the mound, we will take a break, go back to the studio for a 60-second break as the Eagles make this pitching change with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Joe Tano is now on the mound for the Eagles. And of course, he'll be facing Nico Taylor. Crabgrass Band playing here on this Wednesday night.
Pitching for the Humboldt Eagles, number 6, Joe Tano.
See some other scores from around Major League Baseball. Dodgers up over the Diamondbacks 5-0. That game going to the bottom of the 5th in Phoenix.
And now batting for the Crabs, number 6.
Phillies beat the Padres 3-2 at the bank in Philly. 8-3 Angels over the Rockies, bottom of the 5th in Orange County. Nico Taylor stepping in.
That's a game we're all hanging on.
The Rockies actually look. This pitch is inside 1-0. They're near the bottom of the league. They're just above the Giants coming into today, but they don't look as terrible as they've looked in the past. One team that's kind of surprising, speaking of terrible teams in the past, is the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, well, the White Sox have gotten it together, yeah.
1-0 shows bunt.
I think they're third in the league in home runs last I looked.
Yeah, they have a Japanese guy on their team that was leading the league in home runs at one point.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name, but
they have a pretty solid lineup.
1-1. Oh, swung on and missed. A filthy breaking pitch.
And they have a new starting pitcher
1-2.
that's kind of an ace. I was reading about him the other day. I can't remember his name now. He's learned a bunch of new pitches in the last 2 years. But yeah, White Sox, surprising team.
Glad things are working out for them. 1-2. Slow breaking pitch. Just misses high. 2-2. Kind of
I hate to see
Ephus
teams
pitch.
mired in bad baseball. It's fun to see teams that have not played well start playing well.
2-2, high and outside 3-2. Well, it's cool to see the White Sox playing well because
They
a
were
couple
terrible.
years ago
Yeah.
they broke the record
That's
for
right, yeah.
worst
They lose
losing
116
record
games
of
that
all
year.
time. So good to see them
Well,
throwing
that's
themselves
something the
out
Giants
of it.
can shoot for in terms of
Yeah,
success
they're
this year.
getting there. The 3-2 swung on and missed, gets away from the catcher. He'll tag Taylor, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of fourth. They do get a run. Crabs lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the fifth. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the Blue Lake Casino broadcast booth here in downtown Arcata. Top of the fifth inning. Crabs lead the Eagles by a score of 3-2. Monzi, Mitchell, and Wilson due up for the Eagles against Jackson Kelly on the mound for the Crabs. Final score in the NBA Finals Game 1. The Knicks ended up winning that game 105-95. So New York Knicks will take a 1-0 lead into Game 2.
Who are they playing?
The San Antonio Spurs. Game 2, I believe, is Friday.
I remember when I was in New York last summer, the Knicks were in the playoffs.
In there for a called strike 0-1.
And it was raining at the ballpark. I was at the Mets game, and it was raining. It was a rain delay, and they were showing the Knicks game on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, Knicks fans are crazy. They love their team. The 0-1, high and outside, 1-1. And if the Knicks end up winning the NBA championship, I pray for everyone in New York City because they are going to tear that city down. Went pretty wild when they made the NBA Finals. The 1-1 swung on and missed, 1-2. One two swung on and missed. Strike three, one away. Like he chased a pitch outside. Manzi did, and went out. That'll bring in Ryder Mitchell.
Now back for the Humboldt Eagles, number 19, Ryder Mitchell.
Mitchell's 1 for 2.
Just low and outside, 1-0. Oh, never mind, called strike. A little bit of a delayed call from the home plate umpire, Zach Norton. Oh, 1 down the middle for a called strike.
Sometimes with umpires,
0-2.
the impulses between their brain and their hands gets somehow jumbled up on the way.
It does happen. 0-2 ground ball to the left side and right past the glove of Taylor to left field. And what are you calling that, Benjamin?
That's a hit.
Yeah, I thought so. So single for Ryder Mitchell. They'll bring in Pat Wilson.
Wilson has doubled and been hit by a pitch so far tonight.
which is low and outside, 1-0. Low and outside again, 2-0. Low and inside, and it's 3-0 to Pat Wilson. Low and outside, ball 4. So Wilson walks on 4 pitches. Ryder Mitchell the second. 1 out. And we'll bring in Tate Sasso, the younger brother of Crab's great Cameron Sasso, who is an assistant coach on this Eagles squad.
Sasso's 0 for 2.
Sasso is in there for a called strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch, low and outside, and it's 1-1. First and second, 1 out for the Eagles. Here in the top of the 5th, Crabs lead 3-2. One swung on and missed. 1-2. One-two pitch, a line shot down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run's going to come around and score. The second run is being held up at third. And this game is tied up at 3 on an RBI double from Tate Sasso.
That's an RBI double by Tate Sasso. Now at the plate for Eagles, number 7, Alex Jimenez.
And now bring in Alex Jimenez. Again, we've said it a lot, Benjamin. This game is not going to be easy for the Crabs.
So far, it hasn't been. Now, actually, Eagles have out-hit the Crabs 8-2 now.
Yeah.
And they're threatening for more here with only 1 out.
Second and third, 1 out. And the pitch to Jimenez is in there for a called strike, 0-1.
Mullen in on the grass at first.
0-1, high and outside. 1-1.
These have not been cheap hits by the Eagles either.
No, they're hitting the ball hard. One fouled right off of Kavanasaurus, and hopefully he's okay, but
Man,
he looks to be in a great amount of pain. They're calling catcher's interference. So that's going to load the bases.
Folks, we have an update from the final score in one of the NBA finals. So if you don't want to hear the score, there's your warning. New York Knicks 105, San Antonio Spurs 95. Knicks lead the series 1-0.
All right, I'll bring in Rhythm Green.
doesn't seem to be much investment here in basketball playoffs, one way or the other.
The speakers on top of the booth are struggling. I don't think many people heard the score. The pitch is in there for a called strike 0-1, although I do have positive news on that front, where the Crabs are moving forward on getting new speakers for the top of the booth.
Got to have new speakers.
So it looks like it's going to happen. The 0-1 is a fly ball.
That's trouble.
Shallow left field. Shortstop going out, making a nice catch. Jaden Shabry, one away.
I thought that was going to drop.
Me too. I'll bring in Parker Pryor, bases loaded, 2 outs. Yeah, if you've been to the ballpark and you've heard the muffled sound on the music in the PA, that situation should improve once the new speakers get installed on top of the booth. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get shipped here, but pitch to Pryor inside 1-0. And
that play by Shabry, I mean, you can see that Osborne is playing way over towards left center field. So if that ball falls, that's probably at least 2 runs. So Shabry to get over there did a good job.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Fouled back 1-2. This is actually pinch hitter. It's Jake Brunner.
Bronner?
Jake Brunner.
Brunner.
So 1-2 on him. And fouled off again to the right, 1-2. Big thanks to Chris Larson over at North Coast Audio in Eureka. He's actually a member of the Crabgrass Band. So getting some new speakers from his business, and he'll help install them. So 1-2 high and outside, 2-2. So yeah, hopefully soon the sound situation here at the ballpark will be improving, because lots of years of wear and tear on the current speakers on top of the booth here. 2-2 high and outside, count goes full, 3-2.
Oh, nowhere to put Brunner either.
That's right.
So he's got to come in with something over the plate.
Jackson Kelly needs to throw a strike here.
Everybody in the park knows it, including Brunner, so can definitely look for a pitch to hit.
Runners go. The 3-2 is way outside, ball 4, and the Eagles take the lead. And Matt Tomlin is going to go out to talk to Jackson Kelly.
Folks, don't forget, water jams can be filled at the water filtration station located at the end of the visiting team's dugout. At the first base side, look for it in front of the bleachers. Crabs water filtration
Back and forth game.
donated by Crabs superfans, Amy and Stephen Bonner.
Eagles jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Crabs tied it up. Crabs took the lead 3-2, and now 2 runs here in the top of the 5th for the Eagles, and they have just taken the lead 4-3.
No me gusta.
Indeed.
No me gusta.
Well, a lot of people in the ballpark, unfortunately,
Gusta.
Benjamin, are very happy
Te
about
gusta.
this. Yeah. All right, Joe Tano, who's now the pitcher, steps in and swung on and missed 0-1. So I believe that means the Eagles have forfeited the use of the DH for the rest of the game. One, and there for a called strike 0-2. It doesn't really matter as much for a team like the Eagles. They don't have a very big roster coming in, so have a lot of guys who can two-way. 0-2 is popped right up in the infield, right next to the pitcher's mound, and coming in and almost dropping it and managing to hold on to it is the third baseman, Nico Taylor. And he holds on, and that's going to do it for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th. They get 2. Eagles lead 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM.
6 participants, 20 teams. All right, wheelbarrows, are you ready? Oh no, it's the frog wheel. Sorry, not the wheelbarrow. This is frog wheel. On your mark, get set, go.
That was nothing. Well,
Welcome back to the Blue Lake Casino broadcast booth here at the Arcata Ballpark. Bottom of the 5th inning. The Eagles lead the Crabs by a score of 4-3. Top of the order due up for the Crabs. It will be Boardman, Chabry, and Mullen due up. Next up for the Crabs, it will be the South Bay Storm coming in this weekend. Kind of a short week. Start out the first full week of the season.
So South Bay, are they from like?
I would assume San Jose, Santa Clara,
Southern San Francisco.
Yeah, somewhere in that
South
area,
San Francisco.
I would assume. Friday, 7 p.m. will be me and Benjamin. Saturday will be Benjamin and someone to be named later. And
It's possible to be you and you on Friday, depending on.
Yeah, it might be me on Friday.
Depending on the.
How the stars look and the weather. You know, you might be out
I
with
might
your
be-
telescope.
I might be out stargazing.
But Saturday will be you and someone to be named later, and then Sunday, 12:30, me and you.
Excellent.
Assume you'll be here on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure.
Pitch to Boardman low, 1-0. I can hold down the fort on Friday.
And I know on Saturday you like to do the thing, so.
I'd like to take just one game off per series, and therefore called strike 1-1. One fly ball out to center field. Center fielder ranging to his right. And over to make the catch, Garrett Levitt, one away. And now bring in Jaden Chabry.
Give it up for the bat boy. Now batting for the Crabs, number 3, Jaden Chabry.
Chabry 0 for 2.
Chabry, therefore called strike
That was a
0-1.
good pitch. Just laid in a
Nasty
changeup.
breaking ball. Joe Tano, mound for the Eagles. 0-1, big looping breaking ball again, misses inside, and it's 1-1. Misses inside, 2-1.
3 straight. Looks like some curveballs up there, or the change. I can't tell which.
Two-one lined, fouled on the third base line, 2-2. Two misses just outside.
That was close.
Count goes full 3-2. Did indeed miss outside, according to the TrackMan. Three-two, a high fly ball, left center field. Center fielder going after it and reaches up and makes the catch. Deep in left center field.
That ball had more carry than it sounded like it was going to have off the bat, and also the arc. It just
Really
really
did.
carried out towards the 394 sign.
Carried a lot more than I thought, and what a play by Garrett Levitt
Yeah, long run.
to run that ball down.
Yeah, that was right out by the 394 sign. That was a long run,
So Jamie Mullen stepping in.
but it held up for a long time. Mullins 0 for 1.
Pitch to Mullen, low, 1-0. Is popped up, coming in down the third base line. It's the third baseman. It drops right on top of the mound.
I don't think anybody called it. The whole infield came in.
It's going to be a single for Jamie Mullen. In all my years of coming to the ballpark, I've never seen a ball bounce right on top of the mound like
I've never seen that either. Nope.
That's the beauty of coming to the ballpark, 5 days a week, Benjamin.
You see something, always going to see something you haven't seen before.
That's right.
I mean, it didn't seem like anybody was calling for it. The whole infield converged on it.
No, it just seemed, like poor communication. So, pop-up single for Mullen, runner at first, 2 outs. That'll bring in Adam Enyart.
Enyart's 0 for 2. Let's see if the Crabs can capitalize.
And in there for a called strike, 0-1. And a ground ball to the left side, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Mullen's going to stop at second. And it'll be first and second with 2 outs for the Crabs. And they'll bring in Kyron Humphreys.
Youngstown State, number 8, Kyron Humphreys.
Humphreys swung on and missed, 0-1. One swung on and foul tipped off of the catcher's mask, it sounded like. 0-2. And it's popped up right field, shallow right field. The second baseman going out and making the catch. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th. Eagles lead 4-3 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Come back to downtown Arcata, top of the 6th inning. Eagles lead the Crabs by a score of 4-3. The top of the Eagles order Levitt, Manzi, and Mitchell due up. And Jackson Kelly, I believe, is still on the mound for the Crabs. Levitt getting ready to step in. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Levitt in the dirt 1-0. Well, no, swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying off towards his own dugout. Levitt 1-1. Almost hit his on-deck hitter. One in there for a called strike, 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed, strike 3, 1 away. Bringing Michael Manzi.
Manzi's over 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts.
Pitch is way outside to Manzi, 1-0. Good job by Soros to reach out and get it. No, nobody on base. Well, no, swung on and missed, 1-1. Swung on and missed again, 1-2. One, two, popped up way up high, down shallow left field, and shortstop going out to get it. Shabri to make the catch. 2 away. Two outs, nobody on. That'll bring in Ryder Mitchell.
Mitchell's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles tonight.
Mitchell in the dirt 1-0. Popped up, foul side of first base, and will make its way out of play. 1-1. Popped up, foul side of first base again, and again out of play. 1-2.
That rolled off the roof of the judo hut and nobody caught it.
Yep, hit right on top of the judo hut.
Literally a 3-foot drop. And no one caught it.
Well, worst fielding fans in the league, as you said. 1-2. Pop up shallow right field. Coming in to make the catch is Kyron Humphreys, and that's going to do it here in the sixth for the Eagles. 4-3 Eagles as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the sixth inning, Crabs trail the Eagles by a score of 4-3. It will be Damian Casas, Cavanasaurus, and Daniel Osborne. Two up against Joe Tano. Casas, he's been good with the bat. Couple of games he's played for the Crabs this season. Already a home run and a triple in this game. Which is way outside 1-0. Home run was on Sunday.
Can I have $2, please?
And pitches outside 2-0.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks.
2-0 is low, 3-0. Damian Casas. Up high, ball four. So Casas, 4-pitch walk to start the sixth. And that'll bring in Cavanasaurus.
This is what we need.
This is indeed what we need. Crabs trail 4-3 here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
Crabs only have 4 hits in the game.
Yeah, the Eagles have,
To the Eagles, 8.
Eagles have pitched pretty well. Suarez misses low, 1-0. Swung on and missed.
That was a good pitch.
1-1. One ground ball to the left side. Shortstop picks it up. No play at second on a hop to first and gets the out. One away. Good job by Pat Wilson. Played on a hop.
And also to see that he didn't have a play at second. Just go for first.
Yeah, Tate Sasso. Good job by him. It's runner at second, 1 out. That'll bring in Daniel Osborne. Now the tying run standing in scoring position for the Crabs.
Osborne was hit by a pitch and has a sacrifice fly.
Osborne swung on and missed 0-1. 1 swung on and missed again, 0-2. Joe Tano has used that slow breaking pitch well. Oh, 2 in the dirt off the catcher's mask, and going over to third is Casas on the wild pitch.
Well, that could end up being a big pitch there.
Indeed. So now runner stands at third with only 1 out. 1-2 count on Daniel Osborne. 1-2 ground ball to the right side, deep into the hole. Second baseman gets to it, throws to first for the out, but the tying run comes in to score. That's Damian Casas. We're all tied up at 4.
Now batting number 6, Nico Taylor.
Bringing Nico Taylor, pitches outside 1-0.
Taylor's 0 for 2.
Big looping breaking ball in there for a
That
called
was
strike.
nasty.
Filthy from Joe Tano.
That was cold as ice.
Like I said, that pitch is working real well for him.
He's locating it really well.
1-1 again. Same pitch is popped up. Shortstop position. And the shortstop Sasso will make the catch, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the 6th, but they tie it up at 4 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Stay tuned. The Professor, Benjamin Schaefer, will take you the rest of the way. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the Blue Lake Casino broadcast booth here at the Arcata Ballpark. Top of the 7th inning. We are tied at 4. It will be Pat Wilson, Tate Sasso, and Alex Jimenez due up against Jackson Kelly on the mound for the Crabs. And now to take you the rest of the way, here is the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Liam. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Top of the 7th inning, Wilson, Sasso, Jimenez. Pat Wilson tonight has a double. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. And he takes a fastball outside, 1-0 from Jackson Kelly. Kelly out for his 3rd inning of work. Here's the 1-0. That's popped in the air back at home plate. It's going to go out onto the street.
Folks, we got some bad news. It is last call for alcohol. Last call for alcohol.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Two one. Right down the middle. Called strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch. This is inside, and the count goes full. The 3-2 is lined in the left center field for a base hit. Second hit of the afternoon for Pat Wilson. So leadoff batter aboard for the Eagles here in the top of the 7th, and here's Tate Sasso. Has a double in 3 trips. And there's a pitch in on the hands, fouled out of play. Yeah, 1. Swung on a missed 0-2. Good fastball. Kelly looks over at first, kicks and deals 0-2. Called strike 3. Vaya con Dios. Tate Sasso. Here's Alex Jimenez. Singled, walked, and reached on catcher's interference. Got a right-hander warming in the Eagles bullpen, and also looks like a left-hander in the Crabs bullpen. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to Jimenez. One line right off of Kelly's foot. He's going to pick it up, toss to first for the out there on the play. Wilson goes to second. So a 1-3 put out. And with 2 away, and Wilson out at second, here's Rhythm Green. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Look out at second, and Kelly delivers a fastball away. The 1-0. This is inside with a fastball. The 2-0 is high and outside. Yeah, that's ball. Oh, he called that a strike, did he? Okay. That was about a foot outside, as a matter of fact. But he called it a strike, so we'll do it again with the count 3-1. Uh-oh. That's hit high in the air to left field. That's going to bounce off the base of the wall. Another run is going to come in for the Eagles. On his way to second with a stand-up double is Rhythm Green, and it's 6-4 in favor of the Eagles. No.
5-4.
5-4, excuse me. I thought they had a lead already.
Now at the plate for the Eagles, number 3, Jake Brunner.
Man, they have hit several balls very hard.
Very hard, that one for sure.
89 miles per hour off the bat.
So here's Brunner. Came in as a pinch hitter and walked in his only appearance. The 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. One pitch is a strike on the outside corner. I see the radar on that one. It's a rather wide strike zone. Let's just put it that way. Fouled up against the screen.
Well, it's Zach
2-2.
Norton. We know this already about him.
It's as wide as the great outdoors itself.
It's one of the widest strike zones I've ever seen.
One and two the count. Green out at second. Two are out. Eagles have taken lead here in the top of the seventh, and there's a fastball that missed low. Two balls, two strikes to count. Two are out. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air. Shallow center field. Broadman going out. He makes the catch for the third out of the inning. But the Eagles get a run on a couple of hits and no errors. One left. They lead 5-4 at the end of 6.5. We're going to keep it here for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Seventh inning stretch.
Stretch out that French cut or whatever you got. And join the World Famous Crabgrass Band to Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
All right, the world famous Crabgrass Band would Take Me Out to the Ball Game. In the bottom of the seventh inning, the Crabs will send. Let's start with the top of the order: Boardman, Shabry, and Mullen, trailing 5-4. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Crabs. And I believe this is still Joe Tano on the mound for the Eagles. They did have a right-hander warming, and he's not there now, so I'll have to check to make sure. And there's a bunt foul over towards the Crabs dugout from Boardman. Boardman is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. So that's number 6. Is that still Tano? It's still Tano? Okay. So 0-1 the count. And the pitch. pitch. Fastball is high, 1-1. Some pressure on the Crabs to win this game. I mean, the Eagles are good, but they are a high school team after all. It's not a good look. 1-1 pitch. This is outside to get shut down by the Eagles.
Not all of them are in high school. Some are early college.
Okay, but still, 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground through the hole on the right side, knocked down, but still skipping through. And that's a base hit for Boardman. So Crabs get the tying run aboard to lead the 7th.
And they are very good high school players, but still, you're right. I mean, would not look great for the Crabs if they ended up losing this game. However, I mean, for these Eagles players, if they were able to hold on and beat the Crabs,
it'd be huge.
That would be a memory that they're going to hold on to for the rest of their lives.
I remember the
bragging rights.
Absolutely.
Forever.
I remember the first year that I was involved with the Crabs as a volunteer when I was the official scorer. That was 99, I think. Here's the pitch, and it almost hit him. 1-0 now to Shabry. Shabry's 0 for 3. That year the Crabs went 45-3, and of the 3 games they lost, one of them was to the Humboldt All-Stars, which was essentially the Crabs minor league team. The Crabs kind of had this they were sort of the Crabs backup team. And one of the 3 games they lost all year was to the All-Stars. 1-0 pitch, misses high.
Yeah, it's baseball. I mean, you know, anything can happen. You know, the Crabs have not played their best tonight, I don't think, so far.
No, they have not. No. They've had an opportunity, but not really able to get the big hit. 2-0 off the hands, popped out towards shallow right field. That's going to drop, and that's going to put runners on first and second. Valiant effort by Parker Pryor, but just couldn't catch up with it. So first and second now for the Crabs. Part of the order coming up. Here's Mullen. Mullen's been hit by a pitch, fouled out, and singled. The tying run out at second. The go-ahead run at first. Tano sets, looks out at the second. They throw to first. It's back.
I mean, the silver lining for the Crabs is that, you know, it's not league play yet. So,
well, they haven't lost yet either.
You have these non-league games to try to, you know, figure it out, you know, get it going before the games start to really matter. Starting with the Lincoln Potters, I believe, June 16th.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner.
Obviously, all the games matter for different reasons, but the Crabs do want to win this game. But if there's a time to work out the kinks, now is it.
0-1. And another throw back to second. And now these people trying to get the wave going with nobody out.
And they're doing it right in front of an Arcata police officer, which, you know, I'm the police officer.
Can't believe that's not illegal.
Yeah, just letting that happen.
This pitch misses away, 1-1. Yes, because the game's about you.
The wave is something Dodger fans do.
One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a big cut from Mullen, but he swung right through the breaking pitch. 1-2.
I would say you can't do the wave in the tsunami zone, but as we found out in Game 1 of the championship series last season,
we're not really
actually not in the tsunami zone. So
I'm a block,
say that anymore.
I live 1 block from the tsunami zone, so if we get one, I'm going to drive down to the end of the street and watch. Here's the 0-2, fouled out of play.
It is funny how when every time there's a tsunami warning here, people just, you know, drive to an overlook over the ocean and
yeah, bad idea.
Just go and, well, I mean, from a safe spot because you're up on a hill, but just to watch, you know, all the carnage that could be happening below. Luckily, no serious damage.
Not so far. The 1-2 Ooh, did he get a piece of it? Well, either way, swung on and it kicks away. Mullen shaking his head on. Unhappy with himself, I think. Swinging at that pitch was pretty low. So 1-2 the count. Boardman at second. Shabry at first. Tano sets at the belt, looks out at second. And here's the pitch. Fastball is high. 2-2. Adam Enyart, the cleanup hitter, waits on deck. Two-two pitch. Breaking pitch. Nasty.
Ooh.
In there. Strike, called strike 3. Just dropped a called strike in there.
Joe Tano, he's been filthy. 61 miles an hour.
Wow.
I mean, that's an Ephus pitch.
I know, yeah. Yep. One away. So here's Enyart. He's 1 for 3.
I can hear Finn making a pretty good point on the other side of the booth. I mean, a lot of these guys just don't see 61
They don't
miles
see
an
pitches
hour.
like that. No, no. Very hard to time that pitch. And that one's hit down the right field line, but it's going to go just foul. That would have tied the game. Just a little bloop over first base down the line, but foul.
You see it every once in a while in Major League Baseball when a position player comes in to pitch. And
Yeah, right.
a lot of the times, you know, those pitches get hit hard because they're professional hitters up there. But there are a few times where those guys are pretty badly fooled by, 60-mile-per-hour Ephus pitches that are coming from a position player.
There have been pitchers who had those pitches and were successful with them.
That's right.
I had an Ephus pitch in Little League.
Oh.
It worked most
How many
of the time.
strikeouts did you get?
I don't know, but it worked most of the time. 0-1. It didn't work one time. Swung on and missed. That's the one I remember.
The El Monte Little League. I'd never seen anything like it.
0-2, and he was the kid was waiting for it, and he just launched it. He just boom. 0-2. Oh, he fouls it up against the screen, so Enyart stays alive. Crabs have just not been able to get the big hit tonight, really. They've gotten lucky on a few, or ball hit off the hands or whatever, just happened to fall, but they haven't had the big knock.
Yeah, I mean, the starter, Lyle McKinnon and Joe Tano, have just really kept the Crabs off balance for the most
really
part.
Good. Yep. So it remains 0-2 to Enyart with Boardman at second and Shabry at first, 1 out. And the pitch. And he reaches out and slaps it foul. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2. Grounded out to short, could be 2. He's got it, he shovels the second for 1, back to first, not in time. Two away on the play. Boardman goes to third. So now runners on the corners for the Crabs, and here's Kyron Humphreys. He's 0 for 3. And the pitch, fastball is high. One 0 is high again. 2-0. Floats one in there for a called strike. Humphreys indicating thought it was low, but called a strike. 2-1. Runner in first goes, a 2-1 is foul tipped. Two and two the count. And the pitch. Fouled out of play.
That foul ball sponsored by Redwood Coast Cleaners.
Two and two. Swung on and missed, inning over. For the Crabs, no runs. There were 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left at the end of 7. They trail 5-4. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 107.3 FM. That's it. Welcome back to the ballpark. Tano, Levitt, and Manzi to bat for the Eagles in the top of the 8th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. It's a left-hander, and let's see if I can get a number here. 26. Cooper Olson.
Cooper Olson making his Crabs debut.
Is making his debut for the Crabs. He's a local as well, born in Eureka.
Yes.
Going to Butte College.
He actually was on the Eagles, I believe, last couple of seasons. So cool for him.
All right, so Cooper Olson.
Now pitching for the Crabs, number 26, Cooper Olson. Now batting for the Humboldt Eagles, number 6, Joe Tano.
No one has claimed that 50-50.
Might have a shot.
Oh, what did I do with my ticket? No. That's right here. That's a ticket. There should be more around here somewhere.
You're going to have to dig through the trash.
Oh, man.
I think we might have given up.
Oh, no, come on. There's a pop fly over and out of play. One away. Here's the pitch. Lined in the center field for a base hit. 11th hit of the game for the Eagles. Tano's aboard with nobody out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Levitt. Levitt is 1 for 4. And the pitch, he shows bunt and bunts it foul towards the Crabs dugout.
Manifest ticket is color 774-153. Yellow ticket 774-153.
And I don't know what's going on now. What's the beef?
I
just heard someone yell terrible call,
Yeah,
but I don't know that it was. I didn't see it was a call of
guess
anything.
the Levitt was out for some reason.
No,
I have
I have no idea.
no idea.
He's out, but I don't know. I have no idea what happened. One away. So here's Manzi. He's 0 for 4. Whatever happened, Tano's still at first, so they must have called it a strikeout or something. And here's the pitch. And that one kicks away, no advance. It's low and inside. I don't know. I'm going to call it a strikeout. I don't know what else to.
Yeah, I really have no idea what happened there.
The 1-0. High and inside, 2-0. I heard someone yell terrible call.
Yes,
I don't know.
I can't even be mad at said terrible call because I have no idea what it was.
Look at second, and Olsen deals 2-1. Popped high in the air, foul territory. And, oh, a collision. Yikes. Between Mullen and Soros, who both converged on the ball. Mullen made the catch, but Soros is down.
Hopefully he's okay.
And he's on his knees. He's not out. He's okay, but that was ugly because that kind of a miscommunication and the fact that, was it Soros that caught it? It looks like Soros was the one that actually caught it and hung on to it for the out. But
he's limping around.
He's limping around, that's for sure. Yeah. So now here comes the trainer. Mullen's a pretty big guy. And they just ran right into each other.
Nate Keys is out there with Jeff Giacometti.
Fans, we got some shout outs to Griffin from Future Self. Stop slacking, she's going to get snatched up. Make a move. And to Khalil and Seth from Aurora and Audrey, you are a bum to my big back friends. You are a bum.
So Soros is going to take a few warm-up catches.
Fans, a programming note.
Seems like he's okay.
The South Coast Forum. Friday 7 o'clock, Saturday 6:30, Sunday 12:30.
Yeah, he's still a bit gimpy walking around.
Yep, he's going to stay. He's
But,
fine.
yeah.
He's okay.
Catchers are tough.
All right, so a 2 away and a runner still over at first. Here's Ryder Mitchell. Mitchell's 2 for 4 tonight. 5-4 in favor of the Eagles. Top of the 8th inning. Now, Olsen taking a few warm-up pitches.
Now batting for Eagles number 19, Ryder Mitchell.
All right. And the pitch, Mitchell check swing, and he taps it foul over towards first. So they did find the person who won the 50-50 apparently, huh?
All that digging through the trash is for nothing.
My humiliation is never ending. No one won the count. And the pitch. In the air to center field. Rushing in is Casas and sliding and not being able to get it. That's going to be a base hit. That ball just died halfway out to center. Casas, a sliding attempt, but not able to make the catch. On the play, Tano goes to second. And here's Pat Wilson, who has, Crabs have not gotten out yet tonight. He's doubled, been hit by a pitch, walked, and singled. Big chance here to bust the game open. With the Eagles leading 5-4. First and second, 2 outs though. And the pitch. Fouled away. And Crabs are going to go to the pen.
Yeah, in the middle of an at-bat, which
Strange.
is a little bit unusual.
That's gonna be it for Cooper Olson, who came in at the beginning of the inning. I don't know.
Jeff Giacometti saw something.
Giacometti saw something or what, because as you said, it's unusual to take a pitcher out in the middle of the inning, especially when he just came in the game. So at any rate, though, we're going to see a new pitcher for the Crabs. Until we get some information on that, let's go back to the studio and thank some of our sponsors. This is Exciting Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. We are back, so it's Adam Enyart taking over on the mound. Enyart that was the DH previously in tonight's game. 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. The Eagles have runners on first and second. There are 2 out, and there's a 1 strike count on Pat Wilson. So not sure what went on with Connor Olson, but at any rate, he has been replaced by Adam Enyart, who's just now finishing his warm-up pitches. No game tomorrow night, or Wednesday or Thursday, but Friday night. Tonight's Wednesday. No game tomorrow night. But as of Friday night, the South Bay Storm will be at the ballpark. The band will be here on Friday. That's a 7 o'clock game. Then Saturday, a 6:30 game. And then, of course, Sunday, a 12:30 afternoon game. The band will be here for that. Then the Fresno A's come in the middle of next week for 2 games, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the Rockland Stonecutters after that. And we don't have our first league games until the 16th of June. And we'll be in Lincoln. The Crabs will be in Lincoln for those games. All right, here we go. So an 0-1 count to Wilson. Tano at second, Mitchell at first. Enyart looks out at second, kicks and deals a fastball away. A ball and a strike to count. Ooh, blew a fastball right past him. Boy, how fast was that pitch?
92.
Yep. The 1-2. Another fastball called. Strike three. Happy trails. Inning over. So Enyart comes in and shuts down the rally. No runs. There were 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And at the end of 7.5, it's 5-4 in favor of the Eagles. Stay tuned. Crabs coming up. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 107.3 FM. All right, Ryder Mitchell has taken over for Joe Tano on the mound. So I don't know who went into third for Mitchell. Let's see if we can get a number on that. But Mitchell has taken over after starting the game at third base. For the Crabs, it'll be Casas, Soros, and Osborne to bat. I'm not sure we'll see Cavanasaurus, though.
Yeah, it looked like he was struggling a little bit out there, kind of limping around. Hopefully he'll be all right. It was a pretty nasty collision.
It was. All right, so here's Damian Casas. Has a triple tonight. He's walked twice.
But Cavanasaurus is on deck, so
Is he? Okay, great.
great to see.
Good.
Now batting for the Crabs, number 14, Damian Casas.
All right, so Ryder Mitchell out on the mound. Damian Casas at the bat. Here we go, and the first pitch is a fastball high and outside. The 1-0, fouled away.
That foul ball is sponsored by Redwood Coast Cleaners.
The 1-1, breaking pitch, called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. The 1-2 is high and outside. And next pitch misses low. 3-2. And he reaches out, hits that one high in the air, right field. And Jimenez has it for out number 1. He was fooled on that pitch. Sort of threw the bat at it. So 1 away. Here's Soros.
Now batting for the Crabs, number 10, Cavanasaurus.
Crabs only have 4 runs and 2 of them were unearned. Soros is 1 for 3. And he takes a pitch inside. The 1-0. Low and outside. The 2-0 is high, 3-0. The 3-0 misses low, I guess. And Soros is aboard with 1 out for Daniel Osborne, who's 0 for 2.
Now batting for the Cubs, number 15, Daniel Osborne.
And Giacometti now out to have a word with Osborne.
Folks, we got a shout out to Johnny from Jessica. Happy anniversary. I know what you did last night. You lied. Ooh. To the Crabbies from Audrey and Aurora.
So we have a pinch runner for Soros. This is going to be Liam Forsyth.
Pinch running on first base, Leon Forsythe.
I assume Forsyth will go in to catch. Anyway, here's Osborne, and he takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Throw to first, runner's back. The 1-0. It's high again with a fastball. Two and 0. Mitchell looks at first, swung on and missed. 2-1. The 2-1, it's hit right back up the middle, off the umpire, out towards shortstop, who picks it up, sets on second and throws to first for the double play, and that was a tough break for the Crabs. That was headed to center field. And it hit the umpire who was trying to get out of the way, and when it hit him, it bounced right to Tate Sasso, who stepped on second base and threw the first, but the umpire is in play. So that's a double play. That is a very tough break for the Crabs. There's nothing to complain. There's nothing to boo. It's just bad luck. That ends the inning. So the Eagles still lead 5-4 at the end of 8. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, we're back. Boy, a tough break for the Crabs in the bottom of the 8th there as Daniel Osborne hit a ball that was headed into center field. That would have tied the game almost certainly. And instead, it hit off the second base umpire and bounced right to the shortstop, who stepped on second, tossed to first. And you got to hand it to him. That was a lot of presence of mind there on the part of Tate Sasso to pull off that double play. And that was the end of it for the Crabs. And fans were booing, but there's just nothing to argue. The umpire's in play.
Folks, we have another shout out.
All right, so in the top of the 9th, it's Sasso himself, then Jimenez and Green with the Eagles up 5-4, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Eagles, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. So the umpires find yet another way to mess up the game. Here's Sasso. And the pitch right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Blowing outside, 1-1. That one's hit off his foot. That's a foul ball. It rolls out towards third. Now you know why the umpires wear black at night, so they can escape the ballpark after the game. The 1-2. Fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Tate Sasso. Sasso has doubled in 4 trips tonight. Two-two pitch. Just high, and the count goes full.
Come on, Adam. You got picture thing.
3-2. Swung on a miss, blew a fastball by him. 1 away. Enyart is throwing very hard out there tonight. And the Eagles batters are having trouble catching up. That's back-to-back strikeouts now. Here's Alex Jimenez, who's 1 for 3. And he rolls one foul. That fastball in on the hands, and he just couldn't handle it. And that, neither could the bat, so he'll get a new one. Oh, and 1 to count. Enyart rocks, steals, another fastball fouled out of play. He's just coming at the Eagles with nothing but heat. The 0-2. JS gets a piece of it and fouls it out of play. The 0-2. Called. Strike 3 at the knees. Happy trails. 2 away. Crabs rhythm green. Has a double in 3 official at-bats. Yard rocks, and there's a fastball right on the outside corner on the black, 0-1. How fast was that last fastball? That was 92. Yeah, he's in the low 90s. The 0-1 in the dirt. The 1-1. Fouled away. One and two to count. In the bottom of the 9th inning, for the Crabs, it'll be Taylor, Boardman, and Shabry scheduled to bat. 1-2 to Green. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Enyart strikes out every batter he sees. And that ends the inning. But the Eagles lead it 5-4 at the end of 8.5. Stay tuned. Last shot for the Crabs. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 107.3 FM. We are back. Bottom of the 9th inning. It'll be Jason Areola to bat for Nico Taylor. With the Crabs trailing 5-4. 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Eagles. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. This would be a huge victory for the Eagles if they were to pull it off. But the Crabs have 3 more outs, so we shall see. Here's Areola to lead it off. And the pitch from Mitchell outside. The 1-0. Outside again, 2-0. Crabs will definitely take a walk. The 2-0, 3-0 as the pitch comes in high. The 3-0, ball 4. So he walks Areola on 4 pitches.
I bet they're from LA. The women are leading the way. They're from LA.
So here's Boardman, 1 for 3, tying run at first. And Boardman bunts it foul.
Not a great pitch to bunt there.
No, it's at his eyes. Going 1. The 0-1 misses down low. One and 1 the count. And the next pitch popped in the air back at home plate, actually in front of home plate. And, oh, he drops the ball. They're going to have no play anywhere. And that is a huge break for the Crabs as Michael Monzi missed it. It just ticked off his glove. No play at first because Wilson had come in. And now the Crabs have runners on first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth, trailing by a run.
That's the second very odd single we've seen.
That's second on the infield like that, yeah.
Earlier in the game, we had a pop-up hit directly on top of the mound.
That's right.
And then that.
It's the third weird hit we've seen because we also – it's the third weird play we've seen because we also saw a ball that should have been a hit turn into a double play when it hit the umpire.
Yeah. Seen some weird stuff tonight,
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Wild night.
As we've said before, I mean, the beauty of baseball is you come to the ballpark any given night and you can see something you've never seen before. Seen several things.
Just had a conference on the mound with the whole infield out there. Crabs have the winning run aboard now, tying run at second. And here's Shabry. Shabry is 1 for 4. And the pitch, he shows bunt, and the pitch goes all the way to the backstop, and that's going to advance the runners, and now the Crabs have the winning run out at second with nobody out. And they're going to bring the infield all the way in on the grass. What else can they do? A hit wins it probably for the Crabs. 1-0 to Shabry. Fouled up against the screen, 1-1. Boardman at second, Areola at third. One and one the count. The pitch. Low. Extremely treacherous situation for the Eagles. They have to bring the infield in, but that only increases the chance of a hit. 2-1 the count. The pitch popped in the air, foul territory. Right fielder giving chase, and he's not going to have room. So the count goes even to Shabry. Jamie Mullen on deck. Fans pounding the seats for that hit. 2-2. Again fouled away. What a ball game. 2-2. Lined into right field. That's going to be caught. That's going to tie the game as everybody moves up. Sacrifice fly for Shabry, and now the Crabs have the winning run 90 feet away. One out. Here's Mullen. Mullen is 1 for 3. Still the infield pulled in. And they're going to intentionally walk Mullen. To get to Enyart. Or maybe they're going to walk Enyart too, I don't know. But at any rate, he will come to the bat with 1 out. Runners on first and third. They're back to double play depth now, are the Eagles. And they're going to give him the base too. They're going to load the bases. Why not? And so it'll be up to Kyron Humphreys. And now here comes the manager out to the mound. He's going to switch. Is he going to switch? He's going to bring in Tate Sasso to pitch, it looks like. Yeah, he's going to hand the ball to Sasso. Well, you know how bad, you can see how bad the Eagles want this, some actual strategy going on, which you don't see too often here at the Arcata Ballpark. So the Eagles have loaded the bases in order to get to Humphreys. The game is tied at any rate. And so Sasso taking his warm-up pitches. Let's go back to the studio quickly for a 60-minute break. This is exciting. Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM. All right, we are back. Crabs have the bases loaded. The ball game is tied in the bottom of the ninth, 5-5. The Crabs have the bases loaded, 2 intentional walks, 1 to Mullen and 1 to Enyart. Have loaded the bases, and Kyron Humphreys will be the hitter. Humphreys is 0 for 4 tonight. There's only 1 out. So it's a good strat to load the bases. They get an out at any base and they can get the double play. But on the other hand, there's nowhere to put Humphreys. So Sasso has to throw strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Damian Casas on deck. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground at first. He bobbles. He picks it up. He throws home. Oh, called out at home. Whoa. Oh, what are you doing, huh? Are you high? Come on. Boo! So they get the out at home. Humphreys hit it right to Wilson at first. And so now it'll be up to Casas. Unbelievable. Here's the pitch. And it kicks away, no advance.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the replay of that, but not too sure about that one. Real close. Kind of reminds me of in the World Series, the Will Smith.
Yeah.
Isn't it Will Smith that like barely touched home in time?
Yep. The 1-0 misses inside, 2-0. Bases are still loaded for the Crabs. The 2-0 to Casas. There's a strike on the inside corner. Are you kidding? 2-1. Where was that pitch? Oh, okay. Never mind. The 2-1. Hit foul, out of play. Gave it a ride, but it's going to go into the picnic area. Well, we're at least going into extra innings. If Casas can't end it for the Crabs here. 2 outs. Bases loaded. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. All right. Count remains 2-2. Sasso, a long look. Now he sets, kicks, deals, inside, and the count goes full. Nowhere to put him. Oh, my. 3-2 count. It is 3-2, right?
That's what I have.
Okay. 3-2. The pitch. Hitting it right field. That's going to end the ball game. The Crabs are going to win it 6-5. A base hit for Damian Casas, and the Crabs pull it out at the last minute. They stream onto the field. A tough loss for the Eagles, who played great. But the Crabs finally prevailing 6-5 on a single by Damian Casas. For the Crabs, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Eagles, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. The Crabs go to 4-0 on the season. Man, what a ball game, and what a performance by the Eagles.
Yeah, the Crabs pulled it out, but I do feel bad for these Eagles players. I mean,
do too.
They played a hell of a game, and you know, I
agree.
I think, you know, they definitely deserve to win. But the Crabs just pulled it out at the end. I mean, great pitching by the Eagles. I mean, they hit several balls really hard.
You know, just unfortunate that pop fly that the catcher was unable to get to, unable to hold on to in front of home plate. That would have, that was it. That was the breaking.
That's right. I mean, Crabs found a way to win, but tip of your cap to the Eagles. They played a great game tonight.
They sure did. And that was, what a great ball game in front of basically a full house tonight. So, all right, well, Friday night it'll be the first of a 3-game series with the South Bay Storm.
New team. Looking forward
7 o'clock.
Looking forward to seeing what they have.
What they bring. Until then, Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner, wishing you a great night. Thanks for listening. This is Exciting Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.